are the people who don't bother to RSVP. They don't bother to show up. You know, there's all that kind of stuff going on out there. You bring people who weren't invited. Long list of pet peeves for things that come down to basically party manners, right?
And you have a personal pet peeve when people just don't know when to go home, right?
That is true. We could talk about that. Yeah.
Get out.
So we're talking party manners, and our etiquette expert, Adrienne Hooker's here. She's from Great Lakes School of Etiquette.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been a while since you've been here.
It has been a little while.
But there's still a need for etiquette, especially with the holidays coming on. Many of us then probably will be invited to parties and be going. But we need to know how to deal with this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about RSVPs, because that's the first thing. The invitations go out. What we as guests, what are we supposed to do?
So the RSVP is uberly underrated.
Okay.
When you get your RSVPs, typically nowadays they're coming via email. And so for
Or
that
an
reason,
e-bite.
once you open it, your host and or hostess has then been made aware that you have received the invitation.
Right. They
So you
can
can't
tell
play
if
it,
you've
yeah.
seen it.
You're right.
Can't
And so for
pretend.
that reason, you want to make sure that you respond in a timely manner, typically about 48 hours for an emailed invitation.
48 hours. I didn't
48
know that. Wait,
hours.
I just meant getting it done by the time they ask for it. But you're saying if they've opened it, 48 hours.
Within
Yes.
opening it.
Suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the Facebook e-bite, where you have like the maybe or the interested?
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. I wouldn't count the maybes.
Okay.
Only because I think, like you said, it's just showing an interest.
Yeah, you
If
know
you wanted to
yourself.
come, you would commit.
Right.
Right.
You're in or you're out. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
In or out.
Okay, well, what about bringing others? So you RSVP, okay, yes, I'm coming, but you neglect to talk about your friends who are going to be visiting you,
Your
all
plus
5
ones,
of them.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you know about plus ones when it's on the envelope where it says you and a guest? But now on these e-bites, you don't really know.
Yeah.
So typically the hostess will say in the invitation if you can bring a +1 or a +2. Sometimes they'll usually even say bring as many as you can, depending on the kind of party. If it's a Tupperware
Okay.
party, they want all the people that they can get
Right.
there.
Yeah.
If it's a Thanksgiving dinner, of course, they need to make an account of
Right.
the number of people that are coming. So it is considered rude to show up with people that you did not RSVP for. Also, if you receive an invitation in the mail and the invitation is addressed to Cassandra,
Right.
it's only for Cassandra.
Okay.
Okay.
If it's addressed to the Shepherd family, then it's for everyone in the household.
In the household, but
Ah.
not extenuating.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you
Not-
said the
not
whole
your-
word brought the whole clan.
Not everybody with the last name,
say-
just in the household.
Or if
Yeah.
it's Rob and his wife, you just put Rob and his wife's name, not the kids, right?
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Mr. and Mrs.
All
Correct.
right.
So,
How? Oh, sorry, Rob.
I
go
was
ahead.
going to say, what about special food needs? Because these days, you know, a lot of people have allergies and things like that.
Or just persnickety.
Well, that's true. How do you handle that as a host? And on the other side of it, how do you handle it as a guest who, you know, might have a serious allergy?
Right.
If it's a very large event, then typically you don't ask for special food arrangements. Usually there are salads there, or there's a large enough variety that fits everyone's food needs.
Right.
However, if it's a smaller event, you can offer to bring a dish. So I'll bring the, how about I bring the gluten-free cheesecake?
Right.
And then make sure that on the invitation or on the phone call, you say, thanks so much for inviting me. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that you get what you need, but at the
Right.
same time, you're saying thank you. You know, I do appreciate
Then
the
you know there's
invitation.
something there you can enjoy.
Certainly.
That's smart.
How about
Yeah.
the times on coming to the party? Because we just interviewed all these
Right.
people on
Right.
what time to show up.
6:30, 8:30.
Right, fashionably late. How is too late and how's too early?
Some of those answers were just disastrous.
They need to go to your school.
They
There you
definitely
go.
do. Okay, so when it comes down to arriving to a party, you want to make sure that you arrive no later than 15 minutes.
Oh.
No later than 15 minutes after the start time.
Shocking, Jelly?
Sorry.
That's why we tell Jelly to be there 2 hours before it actually starts.
Yeah.
Jelly, stop and pick up Cassandra on your way. Just saying. Go
So
on.
no later than 15 minutes.
No later than 15
What
minutes,
if you
because typically
can't
your
help
host has an itinerary or agenda that they're following, and you don't want to hold the agenda up.
yeah. True.
So typically, you know, they may, kind of bank on a 15-minute arrival time that people will come in. But after that, it's kind of rude, particularly if there's a dinner being served.
Okay, what if there is no dinner? It's just like drinks and,
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's
snacks.
still rude,
Dude, I was
Jelly.
just going to say, don't try to get out of excuses. Let's talk about the mingling and conversation, because that sometimes can be hard. A lot of people don't like the small talk.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, it can be painful. When you're going to an event, you're walking into the room, you want to make sure that before you enter the room, you're okay with the energy in the room. So step into the room, step to the right, listen to the conversation, the chatter, the noise, how people are moving about. Get yourself one with the room before you enter, because you want to enter with confidence and be able to have conversations. You want to feel good about yourself when you get in there.
Right.
So just make
spy
sure
a little.
you spy a little, you eavesdrop a little.
Sure.
The other thing that you don't want to do is make a beeline right to the food table.
No.
It's easy to get there and hang out.
We know a few folks like that.
Yeah. it's an easy place to get there and hang out, but you want to make sure that
That means
you
eat.
make
What
it
about straight
rounds
to the
before you
bar?
get to the
That means
table.
eat and drink before you
Right?
come.
Yeah.
A little something. Yeah.
Let's talk about goodbyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. This is one of my pet peeves, and I don't do it, so maybe that's why it drives me nuts. But if you're ready to go, go. The
Yeah.
people linger by the door, or they don't take the hint. I mean, I've had house guests where you're literally putting your pajamas on, and you're just like, well, have a good night because I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you should, when the kitchen is cleaned, when the lights are turned down low, when the music is off. My
Get
grandmother
out.
always says, don't wear out your welcome.
Right.
Don't wear
Yes.
out your
Right.
welcome.
Yeah.
You know, so absolutely you should exit. Don't linger. You've been there the whole night.
Right. We've had
Make your
fun.
exit. Yeah.
To go.
Adrian Hooker, thank you so much. Always excellent information, and we are not going to wear out our welcome. We'll be right back.